Hello there folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel, a place where I discuss different topics about spirituality, deeper introspection, at times philosophy, dream interpretation, and numerous topics that people may find somewhat difficult or challenging, or they just might need a different opinion, and when I feel ready, I present my own opinion, but at the same time, I prefer reminding people that everything that I share is part of my own wisdom, my own knowledge and experiences that I have gone through and that I have acquired respectively. So the point about this is do you are reminded to take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Now the topic of this video is that of um, patterns. Okay, so patterns in life, and I want this to be a really quick short video. Patterns in life are unfortunately something that most people end up doing, but they are doing in such a way that it becomes their normality. Okay, so this is not something that you should take into account, because life is not necessarily about patterns. If life becomes a pattern like manifestation, in many situations, but not necessarily all, but in many situations it might not be too suiting. And I would remind you that the brain, for example, cannot hold too long on patterns. It has been proven through science, and especially after the burst of the industrial age, where people have been, schools have been created in the way they exist still now, right? In the same way of teaching people in mass. And in that industrial age where people would just work from 9 to 5, to build pieces of a greater piece that would fit different industrial machines or processes, the point about this is everything that is repetitive is really damaging for the brain. If you don't believe me, just go on and look, and you will see, for example, that the job that cashiers have, for example, supermarkets, right, when they just have to take each product and move it down the line, right, and they have to check the price of the laser, right. It's a very repetitive movement, and that is why that job is actually classified as a highly destructive job. Do the research if you don't believe me. Now patterns are also, or can actually be good when you are doing something that you really love, but patterns are not something that you should use for too much. That is why, for example, even video gaming for a long time can actually not be beneficial to the mind in many situations, because everything that is overdone can actually become damaging, because everything that is done more than it should be, well, there has to be something that forces the person, usually a distraction, running away from a certain responsibility that person simply cannot handle, okay, or does not want to handle a certain situation, right? So to give you an example, I want to present you a short parable from my country, okay, a short story about why patterns cannot necessarily be so good, okay. And this is how I'm gonna wrap this video. I'm gonna leave you to think more on this, and I'm also looking forward to creating more of these little stories instead of lengthy videos, although I won't give that up either. So the story is about a shepherd, okay. So this shepherd has a pack of animals, okay, and his pack of sheep, okay, he would take care of them, and he would take them for grazing. And one day it so happens that a wolf comes, okay. A wolf comes, and the wolf kills one of his sheep and eats it, and well, manages to run away. On seeing this, the shepherd gets angry. They pick up their gun, they head back into the forest, and somewhat later they come back with the killed wolf, right? Now the parable doesn't say the shepherd found the actual wolf. It's just that they came back with a killed wolf, okay. And the next day the shepherd goes again on the plains for grazing, right? Or well, in open area for the sheep to actually feed on. And well, it actually happens that another wolf gets into his pack of sheep, kills one, eats it, and runs away. On seeing this, the shepherd picks up his gun again, heads into the woods, kills the wolf, and brings, the dead body. No one says what they're gonna do with it, but you know, it's starting to actually become a pattern, right? The third day, he goes again with his sheep to graze. So guess what? Another wolf came, killed one of the sheep, and on seeing this, the shepherd got really angry, took his gun, and went into the forest and killed the wolf. Or a wolf, because we don't know if it's actually the one and the same, but okay, who knows, maybe he has some tracking qualities, so let's actually not ruin the parable, okay? And the fourth day, the sheep are once again attacked by a wolf, who kills one, eats it, and scrambles. On seeing this, of course, the shepherd gets really angry, picks up his gun, goes into the forest, and well, guess what? Returns with a dead wolf. But again, there is nothing problematic, right? In the fifth day, a sheep actually kills and eats one other sheep, okay? And well, it's not said that it actually eats it, but well, actually in my language it says that a sheep eats another sheep. And on seeing this, the shepherd gets really angry, picks up his gun, goes back into the forest, and returns with a dead wolf, right? So this is an example in which pattern-like situations aren't necessarily good. This usually show that people are only aware of a very little amount of coding that they have. View my video series on video games, especially the one how to become a fully fledged gamer, in which I present how to also play this life, because this life is technically a video game as well, and how to be a better video gamer in video games as well. Hopefully you like this type of video. I'm still improving. Yes, I want to present as many of these parables as well, because they also have some wisdom to be shared. And well, all this being said, I'm not gonna prolong the video for more. I just want to trigger people's curiosity and make them feel better about discovering hidden truths within themselves. And as usual, become more introspective, do the work, take care of yourself and the others, okay? By becoming introspective, you'll see that everything within you will be revealed. You will gain access to better knowledge and to the truths that you have most likely always been after, okay? All this being said, whatever you are doing is the best you can at the right pace for you. You are loved and appreciated. Ferenc Board signing out.